Hey everybody, happy Monday. I know I've been off for a little while. I've been busy eating lots of cookies and leftovers. Hopefully you all had a great holiday season, but we're back with another Mansplaining the Masters. I'm Mark. I'll be doing the mansplaining. Today's painting is one of my favorites by the artist Edward Hopper, who is one of my favorite artists. The painting you see here is from a series he did when he was in Paris in his mid 20s. I think he was 24 or 25. Really charming, wonderful, little. They're all about 9 by 12 inch scale. So I think there's a lot of energy in these images. I've always been a big fan of his Paris paintings. So this painting here, the reason I wanted to talk about it, not only because it's one of my favorites, but there are a lot of really cool design tricks he's using here. I'm going to narrow it down and just talk about one of them. I want you to pay special attention to what's happening on the stairs. Notice that he's able to move your eye from the bottom left up to the middle left. And the way he's doing that is, one, with repetition, and two, notice how he changes the highlights on the stairs themselves. The ones at the bottom are a little bit looser and a little bit softer, and the ones at the top are a little bit sharper and tighter. There's a design concept that he's using here. He's also using it here with these little dots. It's called the law of common fate, which sounds a little over dramatic. It's basically just repetition, but you can look it up. It's a Gestalt design theory. And the concept, as you can see here, we tend to group similar things together and ascribe a kind of movement to those objects, particularly when they are things that do move. So like in this Van Gogh painting, the birds group together. And in fact, the grasses kind of group together as well. But the birds group together in a way that you think that they're moving as a group. It gives the illusion that they're all either flying away, they've all just been disturbed and are flying away, or they're all flying into land. I don't know which that is. In my interpretation is they've all been disturbed and they're flying away. It's open to interpretation. Same idea here with this Wyeth. All of these feathers create movement. The repetition between those feathers and their proximity to each other and the way they shift creates a little bit of movement for the viewer. And it's also true in a lot of very expressionistic abstract painting. It's also true in Impressionism, by the way, that the brushstrokes themselves have so much in common. There's so much similarity that our eye moves around. It follows them around and treats them as a group. And so something that would be overwhelming or chaotic suddenly becomes organized as a group. So clearly, Hopper is trying to get our eye into this space. I wouldn't call it a focal point necessarily, that any of these would be by themselves a kind of focal point. It's more like a zone. He's trying to get our eye into a zone, and he's moving us up the stairs. At least that's my interpretation, by progressively tightening the highlight on the stairs from the bottom to the top. And so he's using that design concept, the law of common fate, to move our eye through a repetition of similar objects to get us to go where he wants us to look. And then he pays us off with the nice little sharp doorknob up there at the top. So give it a try next time you have a painting with multiple repetitive elements. Think about them as a group. Your viewer is going to see them as a group. And so use that to your advantage to move the viewer's eye through the painting.